Alright guys, welcome back. This is my second attempt trying to record this and figuring out how to get my audio to work. But I've triple checked this time. Everything should be good to go. So last time we left off, I was outside those doors. Just finished the last area. And so this time we are going into this place, which is called the Citadel's Depths. Really cool place once you get further in. Here's the first sky node. Remember, this is like the teleporting stuff. The two nodes down there are Lost City and Drastic. Oh, spawn this time. So in this area alone, so before you can kind of see some enemies down there, but before we even go down there, there's a repeatable chest. So right across here, there's a chest that has, I want to say, like a 1 in 3 chance of spawning every time. And there's 3 chests here with about the same chance. Let's see if we can get all of them spawn. Alright. Now, there are a lot of guys down here. However, through the power of ice and bullcrappery, I take exactly 0 damage. Alright, so second chest that spawns, so literally right down the hall from where the first one is right up here. So you come in through here, guys up here, go up the ladder, it would be right here. Again, it's like a 1 in 3 chance, and the third one is beyond the store, but there's also a room of enemies, as you can see with the health bar. Oh, you little... Amped up enormity. That's the thing that does the little status effects. Aha! And here's the third chest. And once you get pretty late in the game, they kind of start giving less and less ichor. Again, less ichor for me would be like a Dragon's Horde for those just starting out. But if you'd seen the ichor count before I left that room, I had 2,000 ichor just from that battle alone. So my word of advice is always try to get around 500 ichor from a minor battle, like the one we just did back there. And I would say try to get at least 1,000 from bigger stuff like the thing I'm doing right now. You can see we easily cleared that, and we're over 2,000, but again, that's because I have a crap ton of resourcefulness. And I'm pretty sure I explained in my last video, or tried to, anyway, that resourcefulness is the stuff that improves the ichor collection, I would guess. And right now I have about 300 and something percent resourcefulness. So I'm getting close to almost 4 times the amount of ichor than I normally would from each piece of ichor.
Whoa. Weapons are that good?
It does also help that I deal a crap ton of damage. But I mean, that was a minor detachment. I'm gonna call those detachments. Because although... where was it? Alright. Here we go. Alright. I'll show you guys later. Anyway, on the perk called Headhunting, it calls them battles. But detachments for the smaller stuff just feels right. I always think there's a chest back here. I can see you. Oh yeah. Something really nice to learn. Parries are move cancelers. Meaning, I could do a heavy attack and immediately swap into a parry. So say... Hold on, killed all the guys over here. Alright. So as you just saw, I charged up a heavy attack, and I was able to easily switch to a parry and then go back to an attack. That'll probably take some people a bit of practice to do, just to get the parry timing down. But once you do, it is quite literally invaluable. Another thing I will stress, try to stack status effects.
How is that?
Because just from me doing a bunch of freezing, it clears these encounters. Of course, all of my build that centers around freezing you can only find on the third map, which I will be doing a video about after I finally make sure that this thing is ready to publish. It's been getting really annoying the last 3 times that my computer decides, no, we aren't doing that. Oh yeah. And these guys are the biggest pains until you get to Grimir's Expanse. Thankfully, you only see these guys very rarely. As in, they appear in no other section other than this brief encounter. After that, nada. Like they are the only geosynchronized. Oh my god, would you guys just die?
Oh my god. Fucking bro, I've been hearing this.
Alright. Getting parries off on these guys really is nice. You just gotta be careful about that stomp, because since it's a red attack, you cannot block red attacks. You can only parry. I don't know if I've ever done a single block other than the one time I did it to check to see what it did. Mostly because it's just too advantageous to parry. But blocking negates the damage. But it only negates it if it's a yellow attack. Oh. See, I was able to parry that. And since that was a yellow attack, I was able to parry that. Now let me try blocking. I took damage. Ooh, I have 23 stacks of blaze. That is not good. Eh, it'll be fine. I don't know if I've talked about it, but what a blaze does is it stops you from regenerating. It is the most annoying status effect outside of poison, and that's only because poison deals more damage the more stacks of it are on you. Oh. Oh, okay. I can't tell how many stacks I have currently, because right now it's giving me 43. It should be a thing where if you're like in a blizzard or something related to ice, your stacks of a blaze drop faster. Just do a bit of dynamic status effect reduction. That'd be a cool idea, actually. Yes, freezing day. Sometimes I feel like Mr. Freeze, and other times I feel like Jack Frost. Then the latter times I feel like Snow Miser. Oh boy, that just made me feel old. If there is a single person watching that knows who I'm talking about, any of the three, please say something so that way I don't feel old. Better yet, tell me that you know all three. Because I know a lot of people know Mr. Freeze because of Batman. Not a lot of people know about Jack Frost. And I know that approximately 3 people across the internet... Well, no, that's a lot. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. As you come down here, there used to be before the update that came out with the block and parry system, there used to be a door here. It was like right here, and it led up to another door in the overworld-esque place. But that was before these sky nodes became a thing. So now this, you can go right back up to the block post, go out of the block post, and then portal up through the sky. Down here, it's called the Dark Descent or something. Anyway, it's the, I think of it as the funnest part. Watch this. It's always just so satisfying to do that. And now we come across the guy. Is there no way for me to clear that status effect at the screen? Anyway, here we meet the first guy with any actual dialogue other than the master. Okay, no, actually the dialogue thing's a lie. I forgot about the place that I showed in my Cathedral videos where you can get the soul dual blade stuff. This is the first story related. The other guy was kind of like a secret boss. Walking on the water. I will not finish the rest because I don't want to be copyrighted.
Yes.
But yeah, you can get absolutely nutty with ice builds. They are one of the stuff that has been, they're the latest introduced stuff into the game. Maybe the fire stuff is, I don't know. But yeah. One last. Oh yeah. He summons the rock throwing guys during the fight. You have to be careful when you do that because they will not despawn when you kill them. And once you kill them, you get a unique weapon called the Fleshsmith's Grand Hammer. You can only get it from here. You can only get the parts from here. Well, no, that's a lie. I think once you beat him, you can get other Grand Hammers from World Drops, but he always drops a blue one, which levels it up a lot. Because as you can see, it's level 12, and most of my other stuff is also at level 12. Eesh. I just realized I played this game a lot. Thanks. But anyway, that is the entire Citadel's Depths area. I'll go use some of this ichor I got to attempt to level up. Because now that all my gear has passed Exaltation 10, now there is a success chance of getting to the next level. So fingers crossed. Dang it. Maybe? That is the part that I think I like the least. Because now it is RNG. And I just lost around 30,000 ichor. There has been no improvement there. None at all. Yeah. So those fire guys you saw before I beat the mini-boss are only because either, number one, because I have one of my modifiers at max level, or number two, because toughness went above level 3. Because at level 2, you don't see them. Same with enormity level 2. So, and I've been seeing them both since before I rose my enormity. So it has to be toughness. So yeah, those guys probably the hardest in the game. Besides the bosses, of course. Then, before I'll sign off, I'll show you a sneak peek of the next area. I am going to put on fire stuff. I don't know if stuff in the area takes more damage from fire, but it's a pretty good guess. Now, I won't be able to show you all of what you would experience in this area, mainly because this is where you get your second order through the impermeable. And you need to do... Oh, and these are mini quests. Kind of like bounties. The only one I haven't completed is this. I've picked up actually see. I've picked up 3 so far. I'm guessing there's 5. And I still haven't figured out what spoils and consumables are. I'm pretty sure they come out in the next patch. I'm guessing spoils would come from bosses, and consumables would be consumables, maybe something you pick up. But those haven't come out yet, so we only have access to soul fruits and texts. And we only have 1 essential. I'm pretty sure these are quest-related items. This is what you needed in order to get through a section of this order through the impermeable. I'll go ahead and show you guys the 1,000 Names Athenium. This is the place where you have to go at the end. This is where the boss for this area is supposed to be. However, this is the door. Before the update came out, it said in the latter half of the year the door will open. Now the dev has come out and said that it is not fully ready yet. He updated most of the game at the beginning of October. He said that the final bit for the permafrost update would be in the latter part of October. And then Inferno would start. So he might be a little bit behind on his roadmap. But honestly, what's out right now is really good. I just want to show you guys that. So thank you all for coming and watching. And I'll see you guys later.